When I was a kid, I remember going out in the dead of winter as a family. We would build snow ramps one day, packing them as tightly as we could. The next morning, when they were all iced over, we'd sled down them until we couldn't anymore. I miss the rush of going full speed down my backyard, gripping onto that sled for dear life. I want to recreate those memories. Did I mention it's the middle of July? Sledding, like all things, is just science. Do you ever wonder why no one goes sledding in July? Around 500 years ago, Leonardo da Vinci was the first person to ever study friction. No, not that one, the guy that did the Mona Lisa. He realized that when you put two surfaces together, it makes them harder to move. But different items have different levels of friction. So when you put a sled with a 200-pound weight on snow, well, that has very low amount of friction. Or even a banana peel in Mario Kart. Low friction, you lose control when you're driving. Grass or pavement just has too much friction to actually slide. I even used bananas to try to reduce the friction, but that just made a big mess. If only there was something that could reduce the amount of friction, allowing two objects to move across each other smoothly. Anyways, I just bought a go-kart. Okay. I know what you're thinking. A rolling wheel is not the same as sledding. But come here for just 1 second. Why do you think we drive to work and not sled to work, huh? So I'm gonna call the invention of the wheel Sliding 2.0. My idea is that we attach a sled with wheels to the back of the go-kart to emulate that out-of-control feeling. I thought we were getting a good deal on the go-kart, but turns out it was that cheap for a reason. The motor won't start, the chain rubs against the frame, and if you were paying attention, you'd know we were trying to reduce the amount of friction that this thing has. Did I mention that this was built for a child? As you can see, I'm 6 feet tall and I can barely fit. This is gonna be a lot more expensive than I thought. We needed metal to extend the frame, so we went over to Home Depot. We got the angle grinder, cut off this triangle piece, and measured not once, but twice. Then we decided to go big brain and cut angles into the steel so we could bend it into a 90-degree turn, because we're smart like that. One broken angle grinder later, and it was ready. Now, I've never welded before in my entire life, and Nathan's only done it once or twice, so we figured that I would be the one most qualified after seeing Nathan try to weld with no gloves on. Disclaimer, we are professionally incompetent, so don't try this at home.
All right, chat, how'd I do?
By some miracle, we got it welded onto the back of the cart, and it even withstood my entire body weight, lifting up the whole go-kart. We got it spray painted, and it was looking real nice. That'll be important later. After asking ChatGPT how to fix a broken motor, we discovered what a carburetor is. In simple man's terms, which is the only kind of terms that I can understand, it's basically a spray bottle for gas.
This is one of the jets, and these little holes here are partially clogged. So I'm gonna run a little wire through those holes and then spray it out with carb cleaner, and I think our engine is gonna run.
And remarkably, ChatGPT was right. After we cleaned this out, it started right up. The list of problems that I outlined have been a piece of cake, honestly. But eventually, our own incompetence caught up to us. We cut the entire frame in half. We thought it would be just a quick cut and weld job. Easy, right? Wrong. After cutting the pieces to length and welding it back together, we realized that the entire go-kart was slightly tilted to one side now. So we had to cut it again, cut off just a little bit on the longer side, and re-weld it. Nathan walks over, and I proudly show him what I've done. And he goes, "You messed it up." And I'm like, "What do you mean I messed it up?" While I had been welding, I had noticed that the back was a strange color, and I moved on. I didn't even think about it. Is it because I'm colorblind? Possibly. Is it because I'm an idiot? Possibly. But remember how we did spray paint that piece? Well, we didn't spray paint the bottom.
That front half, right side up. Back half, upside down. So we need to cut it, flip the back over, and then redo it.
Even with all three of the welds, it stood on the cake test and even our weight test, so I think it's about ready to drive. But first we had to build the sled. My inspiration for the sled was a shopping cart. I needed the sled to be able to move 306 degrees, and fortunately Nathan had just the thing. The sled has two jobs: withstand high speeds and my weight. Test 1 was all about speed. If we calculate the rotation of the Earth with the weight of the gallon of water, we can deduce that the sled can withstand up to 50 miles per hour. Unfortunately, our test dummy wasn't so lucky. Test 2 is all about the weight. As long as it can move while I'm sitting on top of the sled, it passes. And I kid you not, my back hurt for 2 weeks after that crash. After several weeks, it's finally done. We got this epic chair from Facebook Marketplace. The motor works perfectly. 2 pedals, 1 to go, 1 to stop. The stopping doesn't really work, but you don't really need that. I think it's about time to go relive some childhood memories. Okay, ready? That was crazy. I got slingshotted. Come on. Is it dead? If there's anything the school system in America taught me, it's important to know when to give up. I mean, part of growing up is failure, right? Any sane person would accept failure and give up. But not me. I always have a backup plan. Oh, that was a lot harder than I remembered. Oh.
We're gonna get roasted.
Well, Jack. We'd have to get views to get roasted.
These ones are yours.